And other things. Good evening to all of you. Today here I am presenting the seminar on the topic of the water quality, the emerging challenges of India. Uh, we know the water is a very important source of the our life, and the why is this the water quality is important. Some things are related to the water quality. Uh, First of the water is the essential and sustained life for the satisfactory, adequate, and accessible supply must be is available for all. In the 21st century, particularly as the more than half of the world's rivers are drying. As rivers become the more and more polluted, water becomes and scarce. India is 16% of the world population and only 4% of its fresh water resources is available for us. So uh, it's a very emerging and very challenges things to how to survive in future. And this is the distribution of the water of the different parts and different sources like the oceans. The uh, oceans cover the most water of the earth. About 97.5% of water, overall waters, are present in the ocean, but it's not suitable for the drinking purpose and other things related to human consumption, agricultural uses, and one only 2.5% water is a fresh water, and these are the also distributed and fixed different forms of the forms in the our earth. In the forms of glaciers, 68.7% water is fixed form, and underground 30.1% water is present in the underground waters, and 0.8%, only 0.8% water is present in the permafrost. These water are also available in the atmosphere, and the surface atmosphere, if you see, the only 0.4% water is present in as a surface water sources. In this context, the fresh water in lakes, the 67%, soil moisture in the form of soil moisture 12.2%, rivers 1.6%, or atmosphere 9.5, and plants and other things, animals only 0.8%. This is the global distribution of world water. Use of water resources. There are different type of the uses for the. If you see the human use, about the 54% water is we are losses through the runoff after the drinking and agriculture sector. This is the very big sector for the consumption of agriculture water for the irrigation purpose. Second one, the industrial use. Approximately 11% water is used in the industry sectors, and domestic and power plants. Domestic means we all these things for the bathing, washing, and other domestic purposes use. And power plant, maximum thermal plants and other electricity plants used for the power production. So the major portion of the water are also used in for the cooling purpose and other things and for production. Water resources. If you see the over the last centuries, human population has increased three times, and the global water withdrawal has increased uh, seven times more, and per capita withdrawal has increased four times, and about the one sixth of the world people don't have the easy access to safe water. And most water resources are owned by the government and managed by the publicly owned resources. Maximum water resources are managed by also in the government sector. So, so your fresh water constitute 2.5%. If you see the this picture, the distribution global population and fresh water availability. In the Asia is the major difference. If you see the major differences in Asian countries, the 60% population our cover and only 36% availability of water. And African country population is 30%, but availability of the water is 11%. And other, these are the differences to make our Asian country has the more facing in problems in futures. In the water scarcity of the different in worldwide, if you see that in 1975, the water scarcity is very limited and less countries are affected to the water scarcity, per capita water availability. And our country is also in these time in the circular and adequate water present. In 2000, year 2000, in our country also in the stress condition, the scarcity of water spread in the worldwide, and the major country is scarcity of water is more spread in maximum countries are under the extreme scarcity situation. In 2015, the our country, India and other Asian countries also under the stress condition. In last 10 to 15 years after, they are also spread more frequently. This is the uh, water cycle, how to recharge our aquifers. The main source of the water is the precipitation, and this is the form of the rainfall, and these water are absorbed by the soil, and this is collected also different lakes, streams, aquifers, and underground recharge through the percolation, and some water is after the use of the plants and other things, they are also evaporated and evapotranspiration process. And this is the water cycle. The how to water is coming and outgoing of the environment and use of this water system. The challenges of water pollution is the if you see the water quality deteriorated by the different things. The geogenic, something is geogenic and naturally or anthropogenic. The geogenic means the ground. This is the natural occurring process, and these are under this system. Mainly, some heavy metals contamination increases in groundwaters, and these are the mainly arsenic, fluoride, iron, and some salinity hazards, and increase the salt concentration of the water, and they also deteriorate the quality of the soil. And this is the distribution of the different heavy metals and state-wise affected areas, and how many districts and affected in our India. And the arsenic, approximate 10 states affected by the arsenic, and the numbers of 68 districts affected by the arsenic, and fluoride 20 districts affected by fluoride contamination, and 226 districts in 20 districts, 20 states. And the fluoride and arsenic is the major dominant contaminants. They are the highly affect the humans, bones and skin. And iron affected. Iron is also a very important thing. Contaminants. There are 24 states are affected by the iron, and 297 districts is affected in 24 districts. The anthropogenic sources. The anthropogenic source means the man-made, yeah, human-made. This pollution, this is polluted by the different. If you uh, see the agriculture production, industrial, sewage, mining, urbanization, deforestation, climate change. These are the man-made, yeah, man-made anthropogenic pollutants, and they are affected also affected the humans' life and our environments. Uh, First, I have to see the first anthropogenic. So, sewage and waste materials includes the human excreta, paper, cloth, soap, detergent. These are the pollutants are the major and emerging challenges in our society. And estimated 38,354 millions per liter per day जो sewage is generated in major cities of India. But the sewage treatment capacity only the 11,786. So if you see the huge differences between the production and its treatment. Industrial sources, they are the nowadays the if you increase the urbanization, population, so industrial sources and industrial pollutants are the major causes to affect our society and our life. That's mainly the sugar industries, paper mills, oil refineries. These are generated the large quantity of waste waters and discharge of natural water waste without any treatments. They are directly or indirectly deposited into the water body. Agriculture discharges. Nowadays, due to the pressure of the heavy, a much more population of our country, the country. So farmers also want to increase the production of agriculture. So it's result they use the heavy amount of the insecticides, pesticides, fertilizers, and there is resulting they ultimately they are deposited in the water bodies through the runoff, leaching. They are also contaminate the water bodies, and this is the harmful for our life. Accidental leakage and spills of the oil. Many times we see the news and other papers also also the accidents of the many ships, oil tankers. They are accidentally deposit the heavy amount of the oil, yeah, oil petroleum products into the rivers, oceans. They are also very harmful for the aquatic life like fauna, fish, and other things. Algal growth. They are very uh, dangerous for the aquatic life. Pesticide and herbicide. They are for the production of vegetables and other crops. Uh, Cotton is using the heavy amount of the tea production, vegetables. These are the crops are the required the much more amount of the pesticide, and they are increase the cancer. They have to increase the cancer problems of the society. Mining, mining is a very important sector for the in the where we see the mining part of the different coal mining and other marbles minings. They are the heavy polluted areas and increase the different types of diseases like lungs problems and other water quality related also. And over exploitation means the excess amount of the pumping of the water through water into the ground through groundwater in the form of the in the through the tube well, hand pump or open wells. They were if we see the increase the population and decrease the decrease the land per capita and resources of the water resources, and its resulting the scarcity of water is day by day increase. So we are the mainly dependent on the groundwater. Lakes and rivers are many areas are dead or unmanaged. So groundwater is the resource and fresh water present in the form of the groundwater. This map shows the extent of groundwater exploitation, how to increase the groundwater exploitation. The maximum India, some eastern part of the India is the less exploitation, but maximum parts of the India is the Rajasthan, Gujarat, UP. These are the states under the heavy exploit the groundwater. This is the black. These red legends are so the heavily exploited and dark pictures show आपको the low exploited areas for the and the critical blocks for the showing in these pictures. And this is the in 2015 statewide water quality index. Water quality index is so represent the overall water quality for the drinking purposes. These are the combination of the different calculated equation for computing the different 10 to 15 water quality parameters and is represented in the indexing. So if you see the eastern part of the India, uh, major states like Assam, Arunachal, and Meghalaya is the maximum good quality water index. But in our uh, UP, Maharashtra, and Rajasthan, these are the some are the critical zones are very serious problems in this related to the water quality index. Yeah, water quality. Uh, problem if you use the excess amount of groundwater, yeah, exploit the groundwater. They are we facing the different problems related to the water The first is the water table lowering. Second was the depletion, depletion in the form of the quality and quantity also. It's salt institution. If the reduce the water quality, water in the groundwater is good quality water, then the salty water is the move through in the good quality water. So they are the institution. This is the fusion of these two systems. They are called the institution, and they are the very critical situation. And it is the improve the desertification, increase the desertification, and reduce the good quality of water. And chemical contamination, reduce the stream flow. Uh, they also is the reduce the stream reverse flow also due to the lowering the water table. These are the some undesirable effects or overexploitation, hydrological aspect, quality aspect, economical aspect, environmental, morphological, legal, social. In future and present time also, we are facing the different aspect problems of related to the water quality. First was the hydrological aspect, hydrological, the low rainfall and uneven distribution of the rainfall. Water quality aspect, we see the everyone using the bottle of the bottling water, and maximum open wells are unused and unsafe for the drinking purposes. Economical aspect, we are facing also the crisis of the financially to maximum poor families also use the bottling water, or they are the facing water quality problem and they use poor quality water, and the uncertainty of this, that the uncertainty of the different type diseases, and they are financially damaged. Environmental aspect, morphological, geotechnological, legal aspect, and social aspect. These are the problems in future and present scenario. This is the picture show how to voltage enter into the our system. Our system means into groundwater water system. Count these are the many other activities. Inter groundwater directly may move slowly within the ground water due to the some excess amount of the pollutants as in the form of the fertilizers, chemicals. They are entered in groundwater through the leaching and runoff. Through the runoff, they are accumulated in the water bodies, and they are then after in they coming in our food chain through the irrigation system and consumption into the by the plants. These are the water quality standard of different heavy metals and secondary secondary nutrients like heavy metals, mercury, lead, nitrate, atrazine, and chloride, copper, iron, PL. This is the permissible limit of the different parameters. This is the scenario or status of the uh, different heavy metals in Bihar. If you see the fluoride affected area uh, in Bihar, approximate 8 to 10 districts are affected by the fluoride. They are having the more than 1.2 or 1.5 milligram per liter fluoride we have found in different districts of Bihar like Aurangabad, Banka, Buxar, Jamui, Munger, Nawada. These districts are affected by the fluoride. And iron contamination in Bihar, more than 1 milligram per liter, found here the Aurangabad, Begusarai, Bhojpur, Buxar. Approximate 10 to 15 districts are affected by the iron and nitrate contaminated and 8 to 10 districts are affected by nitrate. The more than 45 milligram per liter uh, found the nitrate contamination. The Aurangabad, Badija, the Aurangabad, Baka, Bhagalpur, Bhojpur and Bhabua, Patna districts. The arsenic is the very important contaminant. These are also affected to 12 to 15 districts of the Bihar. Begusarai, Bhagalpur, Bhojpur, Buxar. These are the districts of these are four major contaminants and approximate maximum districts of Bihar are affected one or two heavy metals contaminants. Water quality status of Savar block, Bhagalpur district. So you see the major contaminants of these is fluoride. This is also under the permissible limit 1.34 ppm. We observed maximum and minimum is the 0%. And the pH of these blocks ranges between 6.45 to 8.3 and in the if you see in the form of irrigation water quality as irrigation water quality aspect there is EC, SAR and RSC value. These are under the permissible limits and it is the same for the irrigation purpose. And this is the table. So the mainly fluoride. If you see the fluoride, this is the one village of Kolakpur. Uh, the fluoride is found highly uh, contaminated area. These are the permissible limit of fluoride is 1.5 ppm, but we have found that fluoride contamination is more than 4 ppm. This is the highly affected and unsafe water for the drinking purpose. Uh, Deterioration of groundwater quality. So how to deteriorate the over travel and extensive use of the uh, insecticide irrigation have made the source and coastal area saline water institution and the presence of high concentration of arsenic fluoride in groundwater based drinking water sources tribute anthropogenic geogenic. These are the mainly sources for the deteriorating the water quality for the drinking purpose. Effect of water pollution. These are the mainly effect on the impact of human health due to using the contaminated water pollution and its effect on the agriculture sectors. These are the major focus area for the This is also a picture of the flood contaminated districts, mainly highly district of Bihar affected, Gaya, Nawada, Rohtas, Katihar, and Munger and Bhagalpur districts. These are the heavily affected for the flood. And this slide shows the classification of the fluoride contamination. The impact of the fluoride, how much level is infected, which type of the disease is created by the fluoride. If the fluoride we found the 0.5 ppm less than, and then it causes the dental fluorosis, and it is the dental crisis series, and 0.5 to 1.5 is to promote the dental health, resulting in the healthy teeth, to prevent the tooth decay. And but 1 point more than 1.5 to 4 is to promote the dental fluorosis, molding of teeth and the coloring of teeth and different types like yellowish color showing. And more than 4 to 10, they promote the dental and skeletal fluorosis is the resulting the pain and pain in back and the neck bones. And the fluoride contamination increase is more than 10 ppm. 10 is the crippling of the skeletal fluorosis and possibly cancerous disease. If you continuously use the fluoridated water, they are the very uh, dangerous for our health. They are causes also the resulting in the cancer in the form of cancers. This is the some pictures of the fluorides affected parts of the human parts. And this is the animal also. This is animal also affected by the fluoride. It's a picture. So the teeth, coloring of teeth, and its health, bone structures, and weakness, and they also uh, affect the his gestation problem, digestive system, and other things of the animal. And the second one, the arsenic. Arsenic affected history of Bihar. The maximum uh, districts are Begusarai. 8 to 10 districts are affected by the arsenic, and numbers of blocks in Begusarai 18 blocks, Bhagalpur 16 blocks, and Bhojpur 14. And these are pictures show the how many blocks are affected in Bihar by the arsenics. And this is the picture of arsenic affected peoples. Uh, and these are also affect spread the different type of disease like microbes, toxins, and water contaminants. Unnecessary amount of salts gives rise to many diseases like and global more 80% of the disease are due to directly or indirectly polluted water. Cholera, stone formation, kidney disease, and blue baby syndrome. This is the water-borne disease. Water pollution and their effect on agriculture. See the water quality as the and quantity. Here's the problem in agriculture, like waterlogging, salinization, erosion. That's affect the irrigated areas. The problem of downstream degradation of water quality by the salt, agrochemicals, and toxic leaching is a serious environmental problem. These are the some pictures are some thoughts they are affect the agriculture sector. They also deteriorate the quality and quantity of the product, agricultural products. Water quality and this management, how to manage the water quality. These are things are uh, we use a life for the management purpose. The start the awareness program to farmers, community, and reduce the excess of use of the fertilizer, pesticide, herbicide, avoid the use of the saline water for irrigation purpose. Scientific technicals should be adopted, environmental control, construction of water harvesting structure. We use the water, this is the very safe water and quality water if you use the water harvesting. Industrial plants should be based on the recycling operations, help prevent disposal of waste into natural waste and extraction of product from the waste, plantation, trees, forest, uh, and administrative water pollution control should be the hands of the states. They are also control the and treated water should be discharged into the natural water bodies. Industrial qualified the experienced people must be consulted from the time to time to effect the control of water pollution. Public awareness must be initiated regarding the adverse effect of the water pollution using media. Minimize the dependency on groundwater. Over exploitation of groundwater should be avoided, especially near the cost of the plant. Seawater into the sweetwater equipment. Regulations, some regulations, they are control also the water exploitation or water pollution. Government of India circulated a model bill during 1970, 1992, and 1996. A few state governments respond to constitute regulatory bodies under the Legislation Act. Overexploitation of groundwater, quantity number of dark blocks are nearly overexploited, and these are the numbers of dark blocks is increasing in day by day. Honorable Supreme Court also judgment 106. These are the some legal aspects. You have to control the water exploitation and water policy. These are the existing status. Ministry of Food Processing installed the plant. No objectional. If you install any plant for the installation of the water quality related, we need the different legal aspects certificate. This is Ministry of Food Processing. No objectional from legal water quality analysis from public health laboratory. No objectional certificates. These are the some formalities. So, what is the builder, purifier, diluter, and divider of the water system? Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh, Anyone is there? If you have any question, you can ask to DK Verma, sir.